You're welcome to today's edition of our learning program. Our subject is English language. Our topic is reading and comprehension. Reading and comprehension. Good. What are we supposed to achieve at the end of the lesson? At the end of the lesson, you can read a passage aloud. At the end of the lesson, you can read a passage aloud. You can answer questions based on the passage read. You can answer questions based on the passage you've read. And also, you can state a moral lesson learned from the passage. You can state a moral lesson learned from the passage. Okay, now get ready for the lesson. Our passage for today is entitled The Ant and the Dove. The Ant and the Dove. Once an ant who had come to drink at a stream fell into the water and was carried away by the swift movement of the water. He was in great danger of drowning. A dove perched by a nearby tree saw the ant suffering and dropped a leaf into the water. The ant climbed onto it and was carried safely to the bank of the river. The ant then said, "Thank you, my good friend." Some time after this, a hunter creeping through the bushes spied the dove asleep and took a careful aim with his musket. He was about to fire when the ant who was nearby crawled forward and bit him sharply in the ankle. The hunter missed his aim, and the sound of the gunshot awakened the dove from her sleep. She saw the danger and flew swiftly away to safety. The dove thanked the ant and said, "It pays to be kind." Now let's go through the passage once again. The ant and the dove. Once an ant who had come to drink at the stream fell into the water and was carried away by the swift movement of the water. He was in great danger of drowning. A dove perched by a nearby tree saw the ant suffering and dropped a leaf into the water. The ant climbed onto it and was carried safely to the bank of the river. The ant then said, "Thank you, my good friend." Some time after this, a hunter creeping through the bushes spied the dove asleep and took a careful aim with his musket. He was about to fire when the ant who was nearby crawled forward and bit him sharply in the ankle. The hunter missed his aim, and the sound of the gunshot awakened the dove from her sleep. She saw the danger and flew swiftly away to safety. The dove thanked the ant and said, "It pays to be kind." We come to the conclusion of this session of our lesson. What have we learned so far? We just learned how to read a passage aloud. Good, let's continue. Now this is our assignment. You are to read the passage carefully and answer questions that follows. You are to read the passage below carefully and answer questions as follows. Now, how do you read a passage and then answer questions on that? Good. How to answer comprehensive questions. This is how to read the passage given, and then after which you answer the questions that follow. 1. Read the passage carefully. Read the passage carefully. 2. Read the passage once again by glancing through it quickly. Read the passage once again by glancing through it quickly. 3. Relate the questions to the paragraphs which have answers to them quickly. So you are to relate the questions given two paragraphs in the passage or story quickly and then find answers to them. 4. Go over or go through your answers to ensure they are correct. Go over or go through your answers to ensure they are correct. Now take note of this. A moral lesson can be learned from both good deeds and bad deeds. Now we normally think lessons or moral lessons can be learned from good works or good deeds, actions of people. That is not that. You can also learn moral lessons from mistakes of people. And so therefore we say a moral lesson can be learned from both good deeds and bad deeds. Here are the questions for your assignment after reading the passage. Question number 1. Why did the ant go to the stream? Why did the ant go to the stream? 2. Where was the dove at that moment? Where was the dove at that moment? 3. What did the dove do to help the ant? What did the dove do to help the ant? 4. Why was the dove in danger? Why was the dove in danger? 5. How did the ant help the dove? How did the ant help the dove? 6. State a moral lesson that can be learned from the story. Now, after reading and answering these questions, you'll be able to answer questions or comprehensive questions after reading other passages or stories and also learn moral lessons from them. Do well to relate this lesson to similar lessons or read passages from your textbook and then answer questions based on the passages read. I hope you've really enjoyed our lesson. Stay safe and goodbye.